Welcome to Maypole on Farm Sim 19 on the Monkey Show server. Yeah, we're back. It's been a while, and we're going to switch between. Oh, I can't go that way because I don't own this farm, so I can't actually go through those doors. I can't open them. I have to take the long way round, unfortunately. But that will hopefully change in the not too distant future. But hang on, something not right here. What am I missing? There we go. Let's do that now. There. Right. So, but as I was saying, it's been a while. Good to be back. Looking forward to hopefully many maps. But for this month it's Maypole, and then next month it'll be a whole new map, and whatever we earn on this map is what we'll take on to the next. Doing it the old way. And it's going to be interesting. There's enough vehicles for basically almost every member of the Monkey Show, or every slot that's available on the server, for people of the members of the Monkey Show to join and take part. I'm currently doing contract work, baling, and then basically silage bales and some fertilization. Three fields to fertilize, and I think it's 5 or 6 fields to mow and bale. But I'm about to go and mow the last field and then start raking them all before baling can commence. And we've got an auto round bale loader, so why am I getting a lag spike? But had to come the long way, which is fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not like you can't get there. If I just wish I'd remembered before I purchased all the land and everything, I'd have purchased the main farm and opened the doors and then sold the land again and then purchased the land that we did want, so we wouldn't have to go around like we are. But it's not a big deal. Anyway, been a while, and it's good to be back. And do we need any fuel? Give or take, but not really. We're fine for fuel for now. I'm not on a wheel. I'm using keyboard and mouse. May as well. Until I find a G27, this is how it's going to be. I'm not a big fan of the G29. But because we're too far away from the field, I don't get the new contract system on that part. I'm going the field's all the way over there. Yeah. But hoping to do another Factorio and another Anno video soon. Sometime this week you should see a video from both. Maybe a fishing bouncy video as well. And maybe a video on a Sunday from the Farm Sim server. But for now, we'll just have fun. Maybe some members of the Monkey Show will jump into Discord. I'm currently on Discord, so they're free to drop into the recording channel and come talk if they wish, or even join if they want. I mean, this is the server after all. They don't have to stay away just because I'm doing this. I would love to know why I keep getting them flashing every so often. It's weird. Is that a new feature within? See? The beacon's just flashing for no apparent reason. Don't get that. And it's more noticeable on the Massey because beacons either side of the cab, one or the other flashes. And I haven't got beacons on. If I put them on now, there you go, you can see it spinning around in there. But if I turn it off, it stops, but it will still flash, as you just saw. It's weird. And I've verified the catch and there's been no indication of a problem. And I haven't got a mod that affects the beacons installed. It's a strange one. In fact, I've got no vehicles installed in the mods at all. And I was contemplating on this one being private or, you know, or live. Clearly, you know which decision I made with that in the end, but we'll see how much we can get done. Hopefully we'll get quite a large quantity of it all sorted, and we can cash in some of these contracts. I mean, it's our own equipment, so we don't have to worry there. We've got the multi-mission mod in, clearly, as the reason why we've got so many active contracts going at the moment. I wonder if it's to do with not the TX, the overhaul mod for vehicles. Can't remember what it's actually called, but it gives you the reverse and forward and handbrake, or if it's GPS, one of them mods. I haven't got GPS on this tractor, but yeah. Or if it's just the way the light shimmers off the lights every so often and just makes it look like they're flashing. Don't know. Strange one, like I said, though. We've got, in fact I can show the equipment that we have got. All the small tractors apart from the Voltra and a couple of others. Obviously the bigger Voltra, I mean, but we got the small Voltra. All of these are fully maxed out to what you can get. Obviously you can't upgrade the engine on this one, but this is our biggest tractor. And then the Massey is the other Fendt, sorry, is our second, and then the Massey is our third. So this Fendt is our second most powerfulest, and then the Massey. Yeah. So, and we got 3 front loader tractors, and all the rest are just standard tractors. This one not being a front loader, this one's more for hauling and doing the heavier work, like subsoiling if we need to do that. So any ploughing, and this is the tractor that we'll use, or one of us will use. Eventually we might sell a small tractor off to get a bigger tractor, if we need any different equipment, like maybe the butterfly mowers, or we need a second powerful tractor for some reason or other. Maybe we'll have two people collecting bales, and some of the hills you need at least this kind of power, 150 plus. So for especially for one of the hills. So there is that possibility, but for now it's fine. So my personal aim for this month is to pay back the loan that we're maxed out on, and make as much money as possible to take with us. But I think we might do it somewhat different to how people normally do it. People normally sell everything off, and then what they've got is what they've got. Might have it that you don't sell the vehicles off. Don't know yet. We'll talk with the rest of the monkey show on that one. But not sell everything off. What you bought is what's got to stay. So you're more inclined to not spend big on things that you don't necessarily need. Just because it's there and you can use it doesn't mean that you necessarily need it. Or maybe just have it so the vehicles that we do buy is what we use thereafter. So the vehicles we effectively take with us from farm to farm, so we own them outright. Could do that. We'll see. And then the money that we have as cash is what we take with us after any loans are paid off. Like I said, we'll work it out between ourselves and decide how we want to do that part. Armour might occasionally be a thing that you'll see again. Even Civ 5 might be making a comeback for a little bit. Now that would be interesting, especially if there was all of us there. Farmer Dad, Moondog, Stu, Dan, myself. Unfortunately, Draco and Azig maybe not, because they're quite busy. But it'd be good if most of us was there. It'd have been perfect if we was all there, but commitments, real life, can't always guarantee that. But this is the new extended version of Maypole, for anyone wondering. So yeah, definitely going to be an interesting one. It's actually quiet on Discord today, which is surprising. But then it's only 20 to 7 on the night, on the evening, so yeah, still early. Well, we're almost done on this, on mowing. We can go and put these away, go and grab the rake, go and rake all the fields, and then off to baling we go. And it took me, what, 7 minutes or so to get this done. Not bad. It'd be good if BP could come back at some point. It'd be good to hear him again. If you're out there listening, BP, hope you're okay. We miss you. Hey David, missed a bit? No, 15 minutes in. And jump into the channel if you want. Oh. Just talking nonsense really about a lot of things. You know me, blabbering on about things that sometimes aren't promising and sometimes are. You know the monkey show tradition. Talk about anything but what you're actually doing. Oh, you're saying I missed a bit? Oh, well, don't worry about that. I'm slow today. Missed a big bit, but it's all good. You should have seen the other field if you think this one was bad. Missed another bit, look. There we go, done. Perfect. Let's go and put this away. And I was just saying about how we'll have to talk about how we're going to work out what we want to do with, do we just take the vehicles file and transfer it between maps each month, and then any additional money that we actually have we take with us, or do we sell everything and take the money, or do we only take the money that we actually have and leave the vehicles? I'm not fussed either way. Yep, that will do up there. Maybe a bit forward. I'm going to get the rake now. I see what you mean now. Trigger just needs moving over slightly. It's not a problem. So, expect a new version, not after it's come off the server, of course. I want to go left. Not, or should I go straight up and do that field and then come back? Yeah, I'll do that. Go and do the field that we just done, and then, because all the other fields are back that way. Need to make another 24,000, and then buy the cow pasture, open the doors to the barn or to the silo, and then sell the cow pasture again, or keep the cow pasture and sell the sheep. I don't know, or keep the sheep and just go from there and do a lot of contracting work to buy additional fields so we can start getting cows going as well. Anyway, remember when I was on about the flashing last night, when I'm raking, if you look, you'll see what I mean. Now I'm putting it down there, it's probably just a reflection of from the light, but it's a weird one either way. Yeah, I might want to move, and there it was just as I move forward. See if it flashes while I'm just sitting here. Doesn't look like it, does it? So it might actually be just the way that the light catches it. Yeah. Maybe the light breaking through the trees, catching it. Okay. That's solved then. It's not an issue per se. Wow, that's a lot of flickering. It's too shiny, it needs to get dirty, stop all the flickering. Second. No. Okay. My bad. I think two headlands, and then start going up and down. be more than enough, shouldn't it? And I could just keep going around until we get to the centre. I'm not fussed either way. In fact, should we do that? Just keep going around. See how the field looks then, as I, turn way too late. But it's fine. Trying not to miss any. Bit rusty. Need to work that rust off. Man. It's hard work going around in circles. Yeah, we'll have to go up and down. Oh well. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oops. That'll be fine as well. Never claimed to be an expert. This is where I missed the G27. All the buttons is on the wheel. Easy. Now I'm having to look over at the keyboard to see which button I'm about to push. I guess I could always just use the pad for that part, rather than have it for turning and everything. Just use the buttons on the pad. It's like a button box. Could do that. But then people would be like, why don't you just use the pad for everything else? And just think, I've got how many more fields to do of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 more fields after this to bale, to rake. Well, get there in the end. It'll be worth it. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi David.
Hang on, mute that.
Let me mute that one.
Change, restart the game to construction zone. You didn't add any more mods, did you?
No. No.
Why does that not remember? Won't remember, just change. Does this not remember your
Password.
yeah.
Yeah, should do.
Did for some
Yeah.
reason it hasn't now.
Okay. Yeah, no, it should have remembered it.
Oh, do you know possibly why?
If you go onto another server or
No, I
something like that.
didn't. No, I changed because I have multiple mod folders and I changed the mod folder.
Ah.
So I just changed the complete game settings file.
Mm-hmm.
So possibly. Yeah, because it's probably updated, but I don't update it.
I love
I
that.
just reuse the same blank one again, like.
Mm-hmm. I love that you
Maybe I
watch.
should check.
You're synchronizing with players, so the game pauses, but the birds do still fly around.
Well, yeah, you still, if you're spreading stuff or whatever, you still spread it. It doesn't kill everything, like.
Mm-hmm. It's weird.
They're laughing at you there, listening to you about your gamepad. I started doing that too, even when I had the wheel. That's how I ended up with a button box, a wheel, and fucking flying thing.
Yeah.
And with all the buttons on my wheel. and the flight stick. And the button box. I use all the buttons. Right, what was I going to say? Did we get equipment in for this, or did you...
No, it's our own equipment.
So you're doing silage there, you didn't head it, did you?
No, just raking it.
And doing silage.
Yeah. So it's the field.
I just remembered I was in the farm anyway. So do we need a round baler or a wrapper?
We do. We don't own one.
How much money have we got? 123.
Mm-hmm.
So I reckon we'll buy one of those Anderson ones.
Yep.
Bring it down into the field and then just load the bales into it and then use the auto pickup we have somewhere, wherever you abandoned it. Use that
down at the shop.
Is it down at the shop? Yeah.
Well, not the shop, but the sell point, the original sell point.
Alright, but use that then to take the stuff up once it's been baled in the long thing.
Mm-hmm. So we need
a... Is that mini?
I'm not. But it does star out the password now on like 17. So either way, but you just logged in as admin.
I haven't yet, but I can do.
Yeah.
It's the same password, isn't it? Or is it?
No, because I couldn't remember the original password. Did I not? I'll send it to you in Discord.
I know you did say it yesterday, but I wasn't really listening.
There. And then... There you go.
Alright.
I just put it down as that for now, and you can always change it. I just couldn't remember what the original one was.
It just came back to me there what it was. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
You'll go, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
How do I log in as admin now again?
Farm. Choose the farm
Oh
that
yeah.
you.
Dismiss as farm manager, remove as farm now. Right vehicles.
Is it the first one?
Oh, there, log in as admin.
Second one, yeah, the
It's the
second
one
one.
with all the people. I was just trying to find.
Mm-hmm.
I presume capitals are important.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm kind of getting. As I concentrate typing in there. I'm starting to get back to remembering all the unban. I can unban people. I didn't ban anyone yet.
I know that it says the same to me, and I'm like, huh?
Armor. I'm not allowed ban them off Wreckfest anymore.
We can kick him out.
You weren't there for that, were you?
No.
I banned him one day for the laugh at the end of the session,
Mm-hmm.
and then I wasn't here the following week, and I came back the week after to be told that Stu spent about an hour trying to work out how to unban somebody from the server. So,
Yeah, wrong side.
so I'm not allowed to ban him. All right, what field were we handling? What field were we in?
19.
That's the big one by the shop, isn't it?
Yep.
I should have brought up the baler, so I had it in my head I was going the other direction. I could have dragged the baler up. Well, you're going back there, so you can bring the baler, yeah?
No, I'm going to the other fields now.
Oh, you're doing another field, alright, that's grand. I'll just get this thing going. But yeah, it's the same way it's a kerfuffle how to unban somebody from a Wreckfest server.
Okay, I'd have thought they'd just been in a separate file for banned people, and then you just delete them from it, and that would be it.
Well, possibly there was in the end, like. But
Okay.
I don't know what Stu reckoned anyway. That's why we don't ever ban each other anymore.
Mm-hmm. Just kick each other off instead.
Yeah.
That's right here,
Right,
isn't it?
so I want to buy bale in technology. And it's Rome bales we have, isn't it?
Yep.
So I want the Rome one. Actually, it's £5 cheaper for the Rome one anyway. Have you actually used these yet?
No.
We're happy enough with white bales, aren't we?
Yep. I'm not
Do
fussed on the colour.
you want to spend 15 grand on global positioning for this?
That's up to you. I don't use it.
It drives at 3 miles an hour, right?
Oh, then no.
And basically it just moves to drop. Do you know the unloader unloads the bales by driving away?
Yep.
This thing basically just unloads. So it drives 3 miles or 3 miles and 3 kilometers an hour away from the bales. So I don't think it would need GPS.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen these used, but I haven't actually used it.
Okay. So it'll be a learning experience.
Yeah. Have I used any of the Anderson? Well, apart from the auto loaders, I don't think I've used any of the actual equipment.
So time to make that DLC pack a bit more worth its
Well,
money.
I mean, it's nice in that it's an interesting pack.
Mm-hmm. Different from what we're used to.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you still have to pick up the bales, and like I enjoy picking up bales and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So with this now, we have to pick up the bales. All right, I must have to do something there. You have to pick up the bales and feed it in one end.
Yep.
And then fold. It is folded. Right. Well, that's obviously not. So how do I cut up then? I would have thought that I would have hooked it up to the NS. But yeah, so you feed the bales in one end of it. Right. Alright, drive. Oh, hang on, I have to press that down to completely freak Stu out with drive control on this. If I can get it to hook up to the tractor. It should hook. It's not giving me any option to...
That was stutters then.
Whoops. Somersault. Right, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Start going up and down now. I guess I could always try it a different way.
All these tractors should be fine for the Vale, shouldn't they?
Yeah, what's the horsepower needed?
It's a round one, not too much. It's
Oh,
like 60
yeah.
or 70.
Yeah, every one of our tractors are fine for that.
And 19 is flat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think if I'm going to do it like this, I should have done the headland last.
I usually find do the headlands and then do up and down and then go around the headlands again.
Mm-hmm.
Just redo the headland, the inside headland again at the end.
Yeah. Because instead of lifting and turning, going over the headlands and coming back, I'm just turning between the two headlands, and going up and down. So yeah, I'll just go and redo the inner headland after. Because normally I lift the equipment up and go over and come back on myself.
Yeah, I don't usually do that till I get to the end and you're doing the odd little lines.
Mm-hmm.
Even with all my buttons, I'm too lazy to be lifting it up now. I wouldn't mind, I have buttons for it all, like. I have a button for turning on and off. I have a button for turning the front implement on and off. One for turning it on and off. One for lowering it and raising it. I have one for doing everything. As in raising and lower everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually I just drive around and go, yeah, that's grand.
Well, that's I really got stuck there. You do the settling now. You picked up the baler.
I did, yeah, because actually, do you know, I brought a tractor up without a front loader. My tractor has kind of gone to sleep in the air because I unhooked, while I was trying to hook up the other thing, I unhooked the forks and then I rehooked them up again and it decided the points of them were in the ground and done a somersault.
Ah.
I meant to bring up a front loader. When I went down then I just I'm in the styrer, which doesn't have a front loader.
Next field.
How many fields are we doing?
6.
For silage.
Yeah. They've all been mowed. They're just gotta be raked now.
Alright.
So I'll get these ones done over this side and then go back to the big one that's near the sheep pasture and then take the rake back.
Well, I'm bailing. We just then have to work out how that thing goes because I don't really want to drive around the map at 3 miles an hour. We'll get it across the field, alright, like, but across this field, but because there's a tow bar on it that when you unfold it, the tow bar sits in underneath it. So, I mean, the tractor I had should have had a low tow bar. I'll have another look at it in a minute.
Interesting. Yes, I know I don't own that field. Did you get everything done that you needed to get done?
No. I
Okay.
have, because we have a bank holiday here tomorrow, even though can't do anything like. But tried to make a phone call, get hold of a fella who's actually just back from holidays in Vegas. See, is he there? To take a lot of stuff down to him. All old bicycles and bits and pieces. He gets rid of scrap metal, like, so he'll take it all.
Yeah.
So that's Wednesday morning. I have to do that. And then just other bits and pieces. The final clear up and stuff, but yeah, I got most of it done. As much as I was going to get done today, like.
They reckon that we're going to have more snow, don't they?
I've heard that we're going to have. Yeah, it's supposed to get cold.
And it's like, when's the winter going to end?
I won't tell you. And like, well, we have a bank. I suppose we'll have a bank holiday here tomorrow, but everything's cancelled.
Yeah.
But my call man then was supposed to come today. No sign of him. Like, I rang him. Like, I'm very busy today. I'll definitely be out in the morning. Because you better be now, because if you're not, there's be nowhere open to go and get alternative stuff.
Yep.
Because everything will be closed tomorrow. Apart from expensive fucking shops or garages.
Go and cut down somebody's tree. Chopped up into firewood.
I could probably get stuff. Well, wood anyway, but I don't like wood. It's too. You have to sit on top of it, like. Because it burns, and it's a nice fire. You get lovely heat out of it. But you have to sit on the fire and put wood on every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Or, I know you wouldn't want it in your house, but plastic. Throw some plastic on it, it'll burn for ages.
Depends on the plastic, though. Getting all the choices. So just freaking the coal bag. It comes as a plastic bag, but it's like a non-flammable plastic.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. So kind of, it does burn, but it doesn't burn.
It's a slow burner then.
Because like I just, when it's the end of the like all the dust in the end of it.
Yeah, you just throw it in.
Throw it on the fire, like.
This is my house.
Yeah.
But yeah, hoping just sooner it gets to not having to light the fire, the better. But that could be another bit off yet, like.
Yep. At least one thing with all the rain that we've been having, there shouldn't be any problems with silage this year.
Well, there will, because the ground is all waterlogged. So even if there's lovely grass in the field, you can't put anything in it because it'll turn it to muck. And that's not the muck you spread in the field, the mud.
Not the kind of muck you want to be playing in.
Yeah, not the kind of muck you spread to make your grass grow.
No.
The kind of muck you get when you put heavy equipment into a bog.
Yeah. I should have started this side really.
All the farmers that live near the flooded fields should be happy this year because they should have a load of good sediment on their fields.
Hey, get out of my game. That's the dog's good on the dog's seat.
day 2 of them being home from school.
Yeah.
Already. Well, they were supposed to be off today anyway.
Mhm.
Because they were supposed to be off today and tomorrow.
Yeah. But they're reckoning until 2021 now, isn't it? So
Well, it'll be there until then, but you won't be off school. But
No.
like they're on about between 12 and 16 weeks.
yeah, that's like 3 to 4 months. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And what's in 3 or 4 months is going to be the summer holidays anyway.
Yep.
Like we're officially till the 30th of March is when they're supposed to be back.
Mhm.
But I can't see it. And then they've got a week then till they're 2 weeks off for Easter.
Oof.
So I would, it's easy to extend it. You're only extending it by a week, but in reality, extending it by 3.
Yeah. And what I'm worried about is those who are doing like SATs or GCSEs and that.
Yeah, there'll be something come of that now. They'll either postpone them or like special arrangements because it wouldn't be huge numbers.
Mhm. Have one. If there's multiple classes, then have one class in at a time.
Yeah.
Because like the girl, she's doing SATs at the moment, so we're
And what age is that then?
10 to 11.
Alright, well here they don't really do it. They do a thing in school, but it's not really, it's just a kind of everyone in the country does it, but it's not really anything. And they just do that during normal school time. If that doesn't happen, it wouldn't matter. Do you know that kind of way?
Mm-hmm.
Over here, it would only be like the equivalent to your A and O levels or whatever way they go.
Yeah.
So like they would be in, I think they're doing pre's now, or possibly they've done them. And then, but I know somebody was saying that that week before Easter is when they do the orals, where you go in and you talk like for the languages.
Yeah.
So they'll be starting then. But I mean, something like that you see is kind of, if you have a timetable or whatnot, you don't have millions of kids in the school.
Mm-hmm.
Although at the moment, no, you're being recommended that you can't go to pubs, cinemas, or anything, but they don't have to close.
Yep.
Like, what's the point of them staying open if people are told not to go there?
Mm-hmm. Because there's 2 movies I want to watch. The remake of Chucky, because I watched the trailer of it yesterday, and it was like, oh, so they ain't having like 20 different Chuckies running around, all controlled by one Chucky.
Maybe they'll start off like pay-per-view or something.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
So instead of paying to go to the cinema, because like they've postponed. There's a couple of movies they've postponed.
Yeah.
James Bond, and there's some other one as well.
Yeah, I know the Bond girls come down with coronavirus, being diagnosed, not diagnosed, came back positive.
Alright, well, like the Bond, the movie was already postponed until November, I think.
Mm-hmm. And I know Tom Hanks and his girlfriend have got, or wife have got it, so any movies that he or she, I don't know if she's an actress.
There'll be no red carpet launch events anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think, Norway? Or is it Norway or, is it Norway, I think? Or one of the Scandinavian countries.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Armour's place anyway, but like they've basically put a crowd limit of 10.
Wow.
You've got to have a big family, like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, their definition of a crowd is more than 10.
Well, I guess because of how quickly it can spread, 1 in 4, as you were saying, it's...
It's got a very high spread rate. That's the issue. They reckon that the numbers will double every 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the scare. So it's slow starting off because double nothing is small. Double 1 is only 2.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when you start getting up there, double 1,000 is 2,000, double 2,000 is 4. You know,
Yeah.
it starts then getting into it's up to 100,000 and so on and millions.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep going, like. But yeah, they're keeping all the schools open over. Gee, you're still anyway.
For now, but they have announced that the 20th they could close, but whether they do, that's a different story. But then if you don't send, currently they've got that you
Well,
could
you're
be,
not allowed to go to the pub, but you can go to school.
yeah, currently they're on about fining any parents who don't send their kids to school at the moment, but we'll happily close them
Do you
come
know
maybe the
something?
20th.
That's a call for yourself, and you let them go after you for a fine,
Yeah.
and then you get onto your local newspaper,
Mm-hmm.
and you go like, or your local radio station or whatnot, and you go, come here, I pull them out because A, B, and C.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of colleges are closed down. They're doing all online stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's a few schools over here that have closed down.
But like, fucking, like the kids are off school, but have a list of stuff that they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So they got sent back with, this is what needs to be done every day.
Yep.
So it's not that they'll be. In fact, it gives me work. I should be asking the government for more money. Doing their job. But yeah, no, I mean, I have to sit down with them now every day and go through schoolwork.
Wow.
So it's not a question of sit down and leave them do whatever all day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no, you could, I suppose, but I'm not going to be.
Yeah, you're not that
Because at
kind
the
of
end
person.
of the day, it's no point in them being off for 3 months and not doing any schoolwork when then go back and not know anything or.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, they're effectively being
Home-
homeschooled.
Yeah.
Save loads of money on cheap petrol anyway. I can know that the price of petrol has come down because nobody needs it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
look at the price of petrol jumped by. Is that down in the last 2 weeks? It's gone down about 15-20 cent
Wow.
a litre.
Yeah, that's a big drop.
Like it was up to nearly 150. It was like up in the 40s. It's now down to the 20s.
Wow.
But of course we don't need it because we're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. We went shopping earlier and fucking, shelves were just empty everywhere.
Yeah, see, it went mad last week, and you can kind of understand it because they did actually tell. You know,
Mm-hmm.
schools are off and whatnot. They went mad for a couple of days, but it's back to normal. Now herself said that today they hadn't a huge amount of footfall, but people that were coming in were getting bigger than normal orders.
Yeah.
But like, it's kind of, she says like they've seen people come in that they've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be a very, I suppose they'd be, they're not, they're more or less, they're a supermarket but it's small. So they're more like a corner shop.
Yeah.
Like like over here you wouldn't have so much corner shops as you do over there. You have local supermarkets.
Yeah.
So like there'd be a mini Tesco's.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they'd be very local.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do home deliveries and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, she said they see people in like that they've never seen before. But no, she said like they're busy, but not too bad. But they're not out of stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's no. I think that they were kind of ordering extra stuff in now when they're putting in their orders. Like they'd get some stuff every day, but then they put in big orders once a week. So stuff like toilet roll and all the stuff that's being sold everywhere, they're ordering a bit more. Like,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it can only go on for so long because I mean, people's houses are only so big for holding loads of toilet roll. Like,
Yeah.
there's a brilliant clip or cartoon I saw somewhere. Like, it was like all down in the bunker, like all head sticking out above the toilet roll, and somebody goes, "And did anyone remember to get food?" Like, yeah, so like it's pasta and bog roll. Well, you're on the hope that the water stays on, like, or you
Yeah.
have a good water supply.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's calmed down here. Like, it's still a bit, but not as much. Like, it's just big shops, but nothing.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't coming in getting trolleyfuls of.
No, I mean, it was the same when we went shopping. It was people just going around doing what you consider a normal shop.
I mean, I suppose it's grand if you can go and spend $1,000 on your credit card.
Yeah.
But we don't have $1,000 to go spend on you know, hundreds of quids worth of pasta and bog roll, like.
Yeah. No, and then obviously the shops are going to restock, and they've already said that supermarkets won't close. I mean, it might come to the point where they only do
like
deliveries, but
I mean, there's a slight. So there's not a shortage. Well, there isn't. There's not a shortage in that there's stuff there. But the thing is, with the likes of toilet roll and that, you're not going to send a truck full of toilet roll.
no.
Unless you're going to charge more money for toilet rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, but even at that, it's a lot harder to get. Like, a couple of pallets of toilet rolls wouldn't fill the shelves.
Yeah.
But if you're getting your normal stuff and everything else, well, there's no room on a truck for a couple of spare pallets.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you could throw a couple, like, we threw a pallet of baked beans, then you'd have a lot of baked beans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just people being stupid, really.
It's always the way, isn't it? You always get some that start stocking up thinking, Armageddon or something's going to happen. They need to go into survival mode and buy out everything.
A lot of the clips on YouTube, a lot of the clips doing their own then aren't actually clips of.
No.
Like, there's one of them that was put up. It was supposed to be. It was in the Netherlands, I think. Reported to be like the next town over.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody actually looked at the video, looked at the thing, and then found the original video on YouTube just from 2011.
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture of everyone going into Aldi, and it was like Aldi had a special sale on.
Yeah.
And if you've ever been at an Aldi when they have their offers, like when they get in their computers or whatnot, and they have two of them in a shop,
Mm-hmm.
there's a queue there, like. So there was a picture of that from 2011, and people have put it up that it was like, and it was actually in Germany, not Holland. And people have put up like, oh, this is what's happening in whatever town it was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was like from 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Urban legends.
Yeah, but people are just pulling clips off of the internet and going, there you go, that's...
Yeah.
And people are believing it.
Clickbait.
Of course, the more they go viral then, because of the way Twitter and Facebook and YouTube all work, the more people watch it, the more it puts it up in front of other people.
Mm-hmm. Hence the reason that they say the word of mouth is the best form of publicising anything.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Hence the reason why Twitter is so popular. You want Facebook. You want to know people. You want people to know your life story. Go on Facebook or Twitter, and
You'd be surprised the amount of crap that goes on Facebook too. Like, it's
mm-hmm.
all people looking at stuff and then passing it on.
Yep.
Like all the adverts on YouTube. That's just saying, like, adverts on YouTube are cheap because if you send it to 10,000 people within a few days, like, everyone in Facebook is that's passed on even if every one of them just passes it on once,
Yep.
or if everyone passes it on to 5 friends and everyone's friends, then even if one of them pass it on to 5 people,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to if you put in a newspaper, it's only the people who get by the newspaper are going to see it.
Yeah.
Hey, magic trick.
Magic. Why? What did you
Yeah,
do?
I managed to drive around in circles on my side and eventually pop up.
Ah.
I do not know why this is not connecting. Because it should. Unless I have to be on the tractor, do I? No. I should try the other tractor. Oh no, it does work today. It didn't work yesterday. I have my fast speed back again. Right, you see me darting around the field now in a minute. I'll leave you standing. It's way faster than the tractor.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't done yesterday for some reason. Or maybe because I'm an admin.
Yeah, probably.
So it's because I have it set up on the thing. It's working because I'm an admin, but it doesn't work if...
Yeah, you're not. Maybe.
No, it's not giving me any hookup.
So that's a client-based mod then. That's how they should have done that.
No, it's
C
not a
Bales.
client-based mod. It's...
But it's not on the server,
I
is it?
suppose no, it's not a mod at all. It's development setting thing.
Oh, okay.
So basically, you can zoom. The other way you can zoom around the map fast. In
Yeah, in flight mode.
yeah, so it's. I think I can probably fly as well, like.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't fly.
Yeah.
Right. For some reason, this thing does not want to hook up.
You could try and lease in a flat. The
Well, the tractors have the 2 hitches on them, like. Right. Hang on, and we'll Google. See, can I see a picture of it? Anderson. Right.
True story. Is that stuff? This will have to think about it. Hey, listen to the soothing music. Hey, hey, yeah, listen to the soothing music. He one shot Yeah, when I joined us, like I knew Yeah, but I saw like. Nice. Yes. Oh, you chestnut ball. I think you leave it here. Here's you. Okay, who's doing?
Alright. That's all that done.
I can make you go to sleep.
Let's see. 19's done. There's only one more field to be
Right. I think
Right.
it would be.
by all the rates even.
I'm just thinking here, maybe I wonder is it spawned in wrong or something.
Uh,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Lord. And you also need to go off
Maybe I don't think so, but
don't know.
not wrong one, don't you? Right. Or maybe that was the other one.
I'm on one hole. Go, go, go. Oh. Adios, amigo. It was bad. Adios, amigo. Adios, amigo. I know you're fine.
Go from here, I think.
We're gonna start Pokemon.
Let's see.
Please don't hurt.
Let's see if it'll be easier.
Wow.
Because the end of the field is going to be fun.
One hole. Legendary battle. Oh, gosh, are you kidding me? I'm ready. No. Adios, amigo. You go first.
It makes no sense at all why it won't hook up. Don't think.
I don't need two moves. I don't need two moves. Yeah, because I fight.
Let's go and
videos, loads of people using them, but not necessarily actually hooking the tractor up to them. Right, so there's some fella there with a tractor hooked up to it.
And he also leaves a. Oh, I thought you were going to use. I know what. Just now, I know what moves you have. Yeah, you have.
Out of curiosity.
You boys, we're recover, psychic, and aerialist. There it is!
Oops, wrong key.
Or you got
No, this hasn't got a...
No, see, looking at the videos, this little bit here at the front should pop up. No, it looked a bit longer, so possibly it is the square baler. But if I jump into it...
Yeah.
Hang on, maybe if I do that... Try now.
No, nothing.
Alright, I was just seeing if I turned it off. Right, see, that's unfolded now.
Yeah.
But like looking at the videos, when they drive up to it, it connects and then that front bit lifts up. You know, just lease the square one.
Well, I only leased this anyway, just to see. Because it's the... I mean,
Well,
like
no,
you said, that...
I brought that one.
Oh, I knew. Like you said, these tractors both have the low hitch, so they should hook up.
So we'll try this one. Cost was only 1,800 to lease.
Yes!
Yeah, see, this one shows the front folded up. Right, that doesn't actually show the front folded up. So maybe it's just the round one that folds up.
We got the old username back, user.
Yeah, as I said, it didn't remember anything. Right, so try... See the way the front of the other one is folded up?
Yeah.
So try hooking up to that one.
Go ahead! Don't kick my dad! That's what I say.
Not giving me an option with that either. So have we got a mod that's conflicting with it?
Maybe.
I don't see what mod we would have that would be conflicting with it, but I ain't getting no hook up on that either.
This one, nothing. And there is no left or right mouse button to do anything. Info, toggle cruise control, map size, engine, chat.
There's no errors either, so...
Okay, alright, it's a weird one. Send this pickup back though.
Back. Or you can send the baler back as well.
Okay. Hang on, it's leased, isn't it? It's not in there anymore.
Yeah, the one that I brought, the round one, but the square one is just leased. It's there, try it in single player, see. Try it with all the mods we have and then see if we take out mods, does it do anything? Right, but I'm not getting it in single player either. So
Interesting.
right, we saved that. Now we'll try taking out mods. So I've never actually used these before, so I don't know which mod would be the only one person would be think of is that drive control one. Right, so if we try taking out deselect all, and we put in enhance vehicle. Actually, we just go.
What the hell?
Right, okay. So I've used half the mods and it works. So back.
What's this? This tool. With this tool, poplar can be pushed down to be taken by the bio baler.
Oh, that's the yellow baler. Yeah, that's you can straight bale poplar.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's 6 of them. And try October.
Can't see it being only for a particular vehicle, can it?
No, it works. And I've tried it with all the mods. I just took out with everything bare the tow bar mod, and it worked. So it looks like it's the tow bar mod is possibly causing it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the tow bar mod is having an issue with it.
Well, okay. So what we can do is yep, thank you. And then no, not that one. That one. Save. Save it again. And if you want to disable the tow bar mod, then I've just saved and exited.
You saved it, you did.
I did.
Then tow bar. Yeah. I presume that is the latest version of the tow bar mod, is it?
Yeah, direct from Mod Hub. No, you did. Yeah, because it's direct from Mod Hub. So I downloaded that one.
Mods.
Like if I go into mods, update, there's only seasons that's shown as needing to be updated for me. But obviously we haven't got seasons on the server, but because of my single player as well.
Yes, 1.21 self-propelled sprayer, combine drive, combined fruit pepper, harvester drive for a mix wagon, loader vehicle, self-propelled mower, Ford or wood harvester, but it's not fixed obviously. Tow bag is attached to the back, so fixed for vehicle type, wood crusher trailer. Yeah, of course, this thing then doesn't have a thing, yeah, so it looks like, I don't know, I've deactivated tow bar, so start. Right, that's up and running again.
Okay. Details. That's not our. Let's go and see. Yep.
Yeah, it's work. As I'm saying, because as soon as that's the only mod I had. I worked with every other mod except for that.
May as well take this up. Oh well, this is the weaker of the two fence, isn't it? This isn't the powerful one. Now I take it doesn't need to be hooked up to a tractor in order for it to work, because it's not got a
No,
PTO.
you can't be hooked up to a tractor because you put the bales in the high side.
Yeah.
They come out the low side. So you can't actually. Do you know what I mean? So you can't actually. You can't have anything attached to it. DD mod passion. Like they're usually good DD mod passion.
Oh, we got hooked up on the fence, okay. I'll just swing this around over there. Right, back to raking. Get rid of that.
Like they do the CZZ. Like they do good few mods. Like.
Maybe they don't have that mod pack, and nobody's reported an issue with it.
I have a Facebook page for them, so I'm going to send them a message on that.
Yeah, because obviously it is a mod that would definitely be valid for multiplayer. Especially if Moondog drives into a lake somewhere, or Armour tips over. Or I tip over for that matter, as I found out yesterday.
Alright, I actually don't want to send it from... That's actually on my my real thing.
Ah,
Send it from
yeah.
change it to this one. Right, so
Hopefully they get it fixed.
why is it not getting
So was it just you considered that it was most likely the toll bar, and that's why you left that one in disabled
Well,
earlier?
I thought maybe the drive control, because
Mhm.
that could be doing stuff, so that didn't do anything. So then I basically just highlighted everything on the page, because I'm used to having way more mods.
Yeah.
So you do page by page.
Mhm.
So I had a choice of 6, and looking at the last 6, it was like, tow bar mod maybe.
Yeah. So does it only, can you stack bales into it then, and then it'll do one at a time, or is it just
No,
one?
so what you do is you put them in the high end, you turn it on,
Yeah.
and then you put it on the high end, and it kind of feeds through it, wraps it, and then it gives you like one continuous bale.
Oh, okay. Now,
And
yeah.
then when you pick them up, then you pick them up individually as the bale. Like you can separate the bales then.
Okay.
What are those things actually called?
They are actually called garage. The RBM 2000, isn't it? Yeah, RBM 2000. No, it's not. It's called the IFX 720 extractor. IFX.
Alright, leave it up there a second. I catch up in 20 or 30 seconds.
Mhm.
Am I that far behind you?
Try refreshing because it's on my end. It's showing.
Right, I'm still looking. Oh no, it's just come up there.
Mhm.
And, okay, so IFX720 X2R. What's the other one called?
other one that's in there, isn't it? Baling Technologies. The other one's called the Hybrid X Extractor. I've got it on stream anyway.
It's a hybrid, is it?
Yeah, HYBRID.
HYBRID, hybrid.
And then, yeah, X, space X, S, and then space Extractor.
So just extractor?
No, it's got X and then another X.
Okay, so X and then extractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's grand, so I'll just finish off typing this.
Oh fuck, I just remembered the old password, I think. I think.
Right, so I sent that message.
Mm-hmm.
I got an automated response.
Yeah, you didn't send me the what you said the password
No.
was. Hang on, I'll see if this was it. I can't remember if it had numbers on the end, but anyway. No, why is it put like that? But that and maybe something else, but I don't know.
I just got a beep down. I was there. Don't tell me they answered already, but it's. I would say that was a Discord beep.
Yeah.
I had you open in full window to. Yeah, Mister.
Ah, see. Wow.
Yeah, and I completely didn't get it because I couldn't. I was thinking you'd said it was the same as the password for getting on the server.
Yeah.
And then when you would say it was that, and then when I was like, and then it dawned on me what it was. Right, so we see, do we get a message back from them at some stage?
Mm-hmm.
And they actually do, I've kind of loaded their mods, like,
Yeah.
they do the C.
And because obviously they do so many, they have to keep up to date with things, so I presume it won't take them long to see that message and get back to you.
They do a lot of, what you call it, they do a lot of, they do a lot of scripts.
Yeah.
Like I downloaded 2 of them now today. One was, one of them was, what was it? One of them was, it allows you to lift the header.
Yeah.
There's the map I'm on that it's very hilly, and with the headers they can kind of guess, especially at the edge of the field, if it's hilly.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is, I didn't actually try it out yet, but similarly, that you can limit your top speed.
Okay.
so you can set it to, like you set it to what speed you want it,
Mm-hmm.
and then so you set it to what speed you want it, and then you supposedly then that'll stop you from
going above that limit.
yeah. So like when you're bailing and stuff, especially like it's handy. I find it handy when you're doing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to be going too fast, especially the round bailer and it's full every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You don't want to be doing. You don't want to be going really fast.
Yeah, what the game considers that you can go at. So.
Yeah, I just have to. So instead, I just have to copy this game settings and put it into the folder then,
Mm-hmm.
and then hopefully it'll work. Because I just remembered the password there. No one remembered everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 'cause the only password that you should have to put in is the administrator's password. Because unfortunately, he never remembers that one.
Does it not remember that one? No.
No.
All right. Actually, I should do that now while I think of it. It should allow me to copy it. You laugh at the folder I have to, game settings. I have this copy. This mod folder is called all_mods_download.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah, it's all your mods that you've downloaded that you can go back over.
well, I downloaded the original things off the server.
Mm-hmm.
That's the folder you unzip it, and that's the folder it gives you. And it's like, yeah, that's a good enough name, isn't it?
Oh, is that the name the name it gives you?
If you download all the mods together,
Yeah.
it gives you. That's what it gives you is mods_ or all_mods_download. Because you unzip the file you get.
Yeah. And then it's all your mods inside.
Yeah.
Is it in a mods folder inside, or is it just the zip with all it?
First. No, I don't want to start engine first. Do I have to start the engine or drive the... Oh, the engine is going. Do I need to stop it? Or maybe I didn't actually have to track... No. Right, why are you not driving?
It's not driving. It was driving for me.
Maybe put into forward. No, it's saying start engine first and it's not. Do you try driving it?
Start engine
do you know
first.
what?
Yeah. What?
Do you know what it is?
Because you have to start the engine in there.
No, I'd say what it is it's on the tractor, it's that and it's starting the engine from within the tractor.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm in here, I want in the tractor.
Yeah.
That's that thing. Right, hang on, unhook. So you know the tractor is started up.
Yeah, now that's turned off for you. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Right, so you can't start the engine in the tractor while it's attached to this. Right, do you want to bring over the front loader there?
Yep.
So there's one hay bale now in here as well.
Okay.
So, right, okay, I'd say we start up this end of the field because it drives backwards.
Mm-hmm.
We've only the one front loader or tractor. You don't have a front loader on the other one, do you?
I don't. But there is another front loader down at the farm.
Right. So theoretically, so it's like any of them that it should theoretically grab it. Once, and as far as I know, it drives along itself. You don't actually have to drive anything. So hang on, let's get in, unfold it, and then. So you drop it up on here, and it should grab it. And even just drop it down. See, there's a ridge there, and just pull back from it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So yeah, you just drop it, so you can use that ridge to pull it off the forks. And then it.
Oh yeah, so it stops until the next bale goes in.
And the next bale then will push that down, and then I think once it gets down on the ground.
Yeah.
So there's no fuel or anything in it. Even though it has an engine on it, so it doesn't run out of fuel.
Yeah.
And it should theoretically, as the bales come down, it should start driving back that way towards the gate.
Yeah.
And give us one big long roll of things, but then you can individually pick them up.
Okay.
Alright, so you ready there, son?
Yep. Damn.
Watch that now in the stream. Faster than.
Yeah, that's definitely fast.
So yeah, you doing the mapping would kind of go, yeah. So yeah, sheep took an extra bale. So yeah, you can zoom, or of course when people put freaking solid hedges in it, kind of you have to jump off the hedges. But it's actually when you're going that fast and you actually jump higher, I'm sure. Like if I'm running fast and I jump at the right time, I get over the hedges, like.
So is that bale actually physically there? It is. But if you push the other bale, it also
moves it. Yeah, I'd say just yeah, because see, these don't wrap the ends; they only wrap the. Mind the bale there. They only wrap, like they don't wrap each bale individually. It's just around the edges. Like it wraps the first one, but then the others is just wrapped around it, so the end won't be wrapped.
Yeah. Until somebody makes one of these, an auto loading thing, I guess, where you just drop the bale in front.
But you know, even if it had fuel, that you had to fuel it up.
Like the that mod that BP used.
Yeah, you know, like it's self-driving. You could do with even even the conveyors and that have the little motors. Okay, it's probably don't take diesel in real life, but I mean, I have no issue with loading them or putting fuel in them, like.
Yeah.
The bale's down on the ground yet, no?
Part of it is. Oh, you're there.
I was behind you, I was just running over to turn the engine off on the other one. Or it actually only half wraps the bale when you put the second one in.
Yeah.
See how it deals with the bale at an angle. Oh, yeah, grand.
Yeah, I was just seeing if when I put the second bale in, I was seeing if it was physically the other bale was there. and it is. So.
Yeah, I presume you just get in and empty it the same as you would a normal baler, like.
Mm-hmm.
Or the square balers.
Yeah.
So I mean, like this snow isn't so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Doing bale handling like this.
Yeah.
You know, you're dealing with one bale, you're putting it in. There's a ridge there for you to drop it against, pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't get stuck on the forks, aren't getting stuck on it.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if you go the wrong direction and push against it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's way easier than. And then theoretically, we should just be able to drive the bale loader then.
Yep.
Up to it and just sit there, wait for it to fill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like these. These are, as I've seen videos of them working, like in people, but I like the idea of it, like.
Yeah.
But so basically, yeah, you can set this up in whatever part of the field, like the edge of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just basically do this and leave all your bales there till you need them.
Yep. Ah, okay.
So you see, this is probably should be moving, I'm assuming, or is it moving, or is it? Yeah, I presume it's the machine is moving rather than the bales.
One way of finding out is put the other
Yeah,
tractor
see,
next
it's
to.
moving. No. When you put the bale in, just look at it. So when you put the bale in, just look at the wheels on it. You'll see them moving.
Okay.
So you basically line it up to where you want your first bale,
Mm-hmm.
and then it will move back along the field. So if you watch it now, once you drop it,
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it moved closer to me.
yeah. So the bale doesn't move, the machine moves.
Mm-hmm.
You can see they're wrapped together, but there's a bit of give in it.
Yep.
Considering like how long you have to wait with the, like if you have the small bale or you have to, or the small wrapper, you have to go around and pick them up and wait for it to wrap and drop it, and then go around and pick everything up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, because it's not wrapping the whole bale, I suppose it's actually faster than the.
The self-propelled wrappers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's way faster.
Well, not the
than if you had-
self-propelled, but the wrappers
It's
themselves.
faster than any of the, like the wrapper, either the combi ones or the wrapper itself,
Mm-hmm.
because it's only wrapping a couple of around the edges. It's not wrapping all four sides of it,
Yeah.
or six sides, whatever you want to call it.
Oops. That
Yeah,
way.
but you see, you can be fairly brutal with it too. It seems solid enough.
Yeah, and you don't have to be precise on dropping it.
Like
you
it's
can,
not blowing around the place. It's not. Okay, it might be quiet, but
Mhm.
it's might end up with a wiggly sausage thing. But
Yeah, that'll be fine.
so you're doing it in cab. You've been very good.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had the head tracking on it, probably. I think it's gone a bit slightly sideways now, but pick it up.
It'll be fine.
Oh, exactly. Because like, there's nothing worse than when you go around and you have to pick each one up individually and wrap them, and then you go back. You have to go back around then and pick each one up individually to. Like even with an auto loader, like you still have to go and pick each one up.
Yeah.
So it's about time we freaking use some of the stuff out of this.
Mhm.
Well, apart from, although I do like that, those bale wrappers, the round ones, that drop it off, the whole 24 and just drop it off the end.
Yeah.
I mean, the square ones are much the same as the ordinary, the old square ones.
Mhm.
Close your door. Let's see how it takes a bale going in the wrong way. I tipped the bale over, so now it's upside and sideways.
I think it'll do it. I know I had
Really?
I had a bale touching the top and it still took it. Seems like when it's in there, it grabs it, even though it's not holding onto anything.
It's an auto loader, like.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, just flips it around.
Yep.
Well, it's an auto loader, yeah, so it just picks it and then animates it in.
Mhm.
So you want somebody to set it up with a bigger auto thing, so you can just stick a stack of bales beside it
Mhm.
and pick it up, then pick them up and bale it away. Then
Like the square one with the auto stacker. What is it, 3 or 4 in a stack it can do.
yeah.
One of them with a Joskin trailer, load the Joskin trailer up, bring it up at the side, and then unload.
But even just get like the pallet of like the auto loader bales, pick them all up, drop them in a stack in front of it or beside it,
Mhm.
and leave it do its own job.
Yeah.
As a bit over the top, like it's not really, but I mean, in fairness, this isn't too bad.
Mhm.
A lot easier than trying to stack that bale trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, the round baler with the combi is handy, but it still takes forever
Mhm.
because you still have to stop to unload each bale.
Mhm.
They're releasing the straw line again for 19.
Are they? I never even
Yeah.
used it though.
Like there was, I just spotted. There was a thing up on Facebook there, and I went in.
Mhm.
I know I was up that they had said they were going to release them. I mean, they're going to be fairly cheap now at this stage if you have it for 17, because
Yeah.
we have a year left,
Mhm.
which I suppose it's a bit more than we had the last time.
Yeah.
But like €20 for it again, no.
Mhm. I mean, if you're not planning on going to a new farm sim, maybe, and if you're going to get a lot of use out of it, maybe, but or if you've
Yeah.
never had it in for 17,
I broke it.
you broke what?
I put a bale down while it was still
Oh.
loading the last one.
Oh.
I was still wrapping the last one. No, definitely broke it.
And because of how fast it is, there isn't a big waiting time trying to load bales. I mean, one person could easily sit here loading a bale, and by the time they got the next
Right,
bale picked
you
up.
try putting your bale in there, see will it take your one. I don't think there's a limit as to how many it does, like. Maybe there is. No. Alright, try putting this one back in again.
Get a cigarette, and then I think this is a lot better than was the other one in Anderson, the one that you put the thing on its span, you took it off, and in 17 when we was playing with it, the stationary.
It just doesn't want to fucking... No, that was a McHale, I think. That was...
Yeah, Mikhail, yeah.
That just doesn't want to... Oh! I'm stupid. Look what bale I'm trying to put in.
A hay bale.
The one hay bale. No wonder it won't take that one. Alright. Hasn't fixed that much at the roll, so...
Thank you.
Did you see what I did?
I did.
Yeah, that would explain why it didn't take that one, okay. I leave it off, so...
Which tractor do you like as a front loader so far? Is there any particular tractor?
I actually like that little one I had yesterday. That you can put a front loader on that, can't you? The four-wheel drive one, or the four-wheel steer one, the Lindner.
Linda, yeah. Yeah,
like it's a small tractor, but it's four-wheel steer. No four-wheel steer when you're trying to rake grass or that, it can be annoying because the correction you get, like. But as a yard tractor with a front wheel, as a front loader tractor, like it is, it's because of the fact that it's. What did you do with this hay bale?
I didn't touch it.
Oh, is it still there? Is it? Oh yeah, I just couldn't see it because of where you were.
Yeah, no, it's dropped off.
But yeah, I'm sure it comes with a front loader, that one. But that one is a nice little tractor because it's.
Yeah, I just looked. You can put a front loader on it.
Four-wheel steer.
So I mean, in essence, if we do ever upgrade one of our tractors, we could get rid of one of the front loaders and put a front loader on that one.
Yeah, I mean it's because it's got the way. I mean that's the great thing about telehandlers. Is that they steer.
Yeah.
I mean you can literally turn on the spot.
Which is the one that BP had in 17, wasn't it?
Which one?
The Littner.
Did he?
Yeah. Was it on 17 or was it on this one?
Like the only thing I don't like about that tractor is you can't turn off the four-wheel steering.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to turn off the four-wheel steering, but like it's fine if you're just driving down the road or whatever. It's when I was doing the raking with it, and you turn it like you would a normal thing. Like all of a sudden you're going. See, that's the kind of tractor you want to limit your speed. Because you're going along at 20 kilometers an hour or whatever down the hill when you're windrowing, and you just do it. You turn the wheel as you would normally, and the back kicks out, and then the steering on the windrower, and you end up with a big kick out, like. But for front, like, there's nothing else is going to match it except for the skid steers in turning on the small circle, like.
Yeah.
But then they're useless because they have no height and you can't lift much either.
That's last bale here.
That last one.
Yep.
So Right, we need to hook one tractor up to the baler, so I'm going to change the fence to the baler and then put the front forks on the bale collector, and you can put your one on the wrapper,
Okay.
and then the other one can stay there for now.
How many tractors would go up here? 3?
Yeah,
And, oh yeah, 3 pieces of equipment, okay. So you want this one, the Voltra on the wrapper?
you may as well put that one on the wrapper, yeah.
Yep.
So I presume you have to get into it and press whatever to unload it.
Let's see, press to stop the engine, unload bales is R. There we go. Oh, an arm comes out and pushes it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
And it should drive you out. Or it wraps the last one then.
yep. There we go.
No, you need to go because your tow bar is going to come out the front there.
You need to go back a bit.
So you need to go. Well, you can turn it. It'll turn. And then just X to unlock it.
No, this ain't moving. Why ain't you moving?
Is it not
Start the
moving?
engine.
I presume we have the engine on, no?
I do. Parking brake is off.
Will it drive in a straight line even?
It's not moving whatsoever. There you go.
It's not, are the wheels spinning, no?
Yep, front wheels are both front wheels are spinning.
Alright, try putting it in diff lock. Not that I don't think those things would have diff lock, but...
Nope, yeah, you try. Well, if that doesn't work, there's always another way.
It was working fine. And 4-wheel drive is on. Yeah, it's just stuck there for some reason. Yeah, that should give you enough there to...
Is the engine off on that one?
It is now, yeah.
Go.
Hope these picks it up now. Why are you not?
Please start engine first.
No, don't mind that. It's...
Yeah.
Right, and now it won't pick these up. Do I have to brake them before I pick them up?
That way. Does. What was that there? Chat multiplayer object to every
Yeah, look,
obviously.
they're a bit flexy, look. Obviously the object's too heavy. But so Might have to
use a front
manually
load.
brake them up.
Let's see what happens when you pick one up with a front loader then. Yeah.
Cup bale open. Hang on. R.
You getting that?
There you go.
No.
So
Oh,
you
yeah,
run along them and press R.
Okay. That's an interesting texture though.
Yeah, I know there was a new texture, but I was thinking it was only for the end. So you just run along, yeah, and open them up. as you need them.
Mm-hmm.
There was a new texture they put in to go with the pack, but,
There you go.
and then it should hopefully pick them up now. See, all the learning curve.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I like the setup, like, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely faster than driving around the field and
Yeah.
wrapping them all and waiting for it to wrap, or with the twin wrap, like it's slow.
Mm-hmm. Take this to the field. Is it?
So I mean, they're fairly flexible. Like if you got one of them either end with a tractor, drive across the field.
38 is the
How
next
many?
field. 38.
38. Oh, I thought you were going to say there was 38 here.
Hey, Stardog. Looks like a woolly worm. Just a bit.
It looked like a better worm a minute ago. So it's only been out a year, like, and we're working out how to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, turn off. I don't need that. What I'll do is take the farmway, and I can drop this hay bale in by the trough then for the sheep.
Oh, did you take the hay bale? You did.
I did. See now it's streaming. Better popping through.
Rich.
You're going to pick up some groceries. Okay. Well, it's good of you dropping in. I mean, hell. Hopefully one day you get time to join us as well.
6, 8, 10. Alright, there's 10 bales left here. I can come back for them at another stage.
So we just done 36 bales. That was a lot quicker.
No, 24.
Hang on, how many does that?
34.
Oh, that one only holds 24, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There, yeah, I want to go up.
34. Plus, yeah, because like
Well,
that hay
technically,
bale was nearly full when it went in, like.
yeah. Technically, you done 35 bales, but
Yeah. Mad texture on them, I have to say.
mm-hmm.
They look like, I don't know, furry something, or they just look strange.
Yeah, they're definitely an interesting texture.
I don't know, would they be that? They look very dry looking. I wonder, is that what they actually look like in real life? Or like, I know silage in a pit is, yeah, it doesn't look nice in real life. Like, it is muck.
Yeah, it's definitely not like it is in game.
Well, yeah, but it's the kind of dark texture, you know, it is. Whereas the bales, I don't know what the bales actually look like when they're fermented, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple of new mods on the site, on the server, but we're all set up for this month now.
I forgot this corner going in here was a bit tight.
To the store.
Yeah, the turning around into it.
Yeah.
Well, there is a knack of doing it. You just said if you can get, but I have a front loader on the tractor, which probably doesn't help. Takes that bit of extra.
Mm-hmm. Park this up here.
there. Contract 43. We're finished field 43.
Field 43. There's still windrow on there, so we can't cash it in yet, but...
Well, we can't cash any of them in, but it's just told me I've finished field 43.
Yeah.
Right, what's the next field?
38.
Which is... somebody rearranged all the fields.
Yeah, it's up by the farm, the cow farm, but you have to go the long way. So you know where we was mowing yesterday and doing all the bales? You have to go through them fields.
Alright. Oh, come on.
Okay, well, in that case we might just take on a lot of contracts for you there, Stardog.
What did he say? I can't see your chat.
If there's any jobs that need doing, he can, you know, post them in Discord, and then he'll do them on the night, or his night, our morning.
Well, whenever if there's stuff to do, whatever, we're not.
Yeah,
we give up on trying to run a server, as in do this, do that. It's like if you go in, if there's a field needs harvesting or planting, just put whatever you feel like putting in. If you want to troll everyone else, so cotton or poplars.
Yeah. So if you know Moondog's going to be on the next day, put something in, like poplars or sugarcane.
Sugarcane, yeah. I have to do sugarcane. I enjoy doing sugarcane.
I'm glad you did.
It is. I enjoy doing sugarcane. We just went overboard with sugarcane.
Well, yeah, but it
the
was
first
new.
few fields we done, but when they decided to do that big, like put all the fields into one and do one, that was just a killer.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind doing a field of sugar, you know, that kind of like it's. I'd love if they done missions for it. I'd love to see sugarcane, and poplars as part of the missions.
Well, Sunday we're on at like 7 p.m. GMT. I don't know what that is in Eastern Standard Time.
Well, we're still actually.
Are we
This
1 hour?
weekend, is it this weekend is the clock change? I'd say, is it?
Yeah, I think it's a week after.
Didn't they changed last weekend? So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what time he's on.
And we've always gone with 7 p.m. because it was that it was originally set up. But if we're on, just jump on. And there's plenty of things that people can do, even if they just want to run around and, like David said, troll people. And so be it.
I'm back again. 38 is that one. Okay. Yeah, if Stu is on, he'll end up driving up onto a building or something. So which one is 38?
Behind 37, you know, you go into
Oh,
37
right. I was
and then
looking
straight up.
and I spotted the things, and I was like, okay, I don't want to go. Which way do I get there?
Down the, you know, that hill that I was trying to...
I was looking at the wrong. Do you have stuff parked there? I have to go down to 34 and then back up again.
Yeah.
So when I looked at the map, I was looking at the stuff that's parked by the gate into it. And then thinking, oh, I'm at 38, and then I come out and I was like, I don't see any grass field here.
Yeah, I think everybody's you know, doing what they can. I mean, I'm not staying indoors to avoid it. But I'm not
Oh,
trying
for
out the coronavirus. But I'm not. If I see
well,
somebody
yeah.
sneezing or coughing, then I keep my distance. You know.
Well, we haven't gone anywhere. She's still working, but I'm home with kids.
Hmm.
Plan is to go out over the next few days while we still can until they decide to lock us up completely.
Yeah. Putting this raking all that part. Let's go to the top and do that. How about you? Everybody staying safe at your end? No, one thing that's dying is my lighter.
I'm to stock up on them, telling you.
Mm.
The my toilet rolls and pastas, lighters and cigarettes.
You're all in the bunkered down. Okay. So you're the one that's been buying all the toilet roll then, huh?
So I can actually go up this road, can't I? And I don't need to go as far as the sheep.
No, you don't have to go as far as the sheep now. You can go up the road before. I do. I roll my own. A lot cheaper. And plus, when pre-rolled cigarettes, I smoke like nothing.
Trooper.
Mm.
I just hated rolling my own, so I never fucking went into it.
Yeah. I used to pack my own as well. I used to have, what was they called? Like a machine that would make the cigarettes for you.
The rolling machines, like.
Yeah, but it was, it put it out as an actual cigarette. You put a cigarette cartridge
Alright.
in, and then it does, definitely limits you. And especially if you're outdoors and it's raining at the time and there's no shelter anywhere, windy and rain. Worst case scenario for people who make their own cigarettes and don't have any rolled at the time.
I used to work with my brother inside in the woods, and we used to. They used to make rollies up. That was fun.
Mm.
Mind you, if it got very bad, they'd just send somebody off to the car or the van, whatever we had. And somebody'd sit inside there for an hour, and their job was just to make up a load of rollies.
I don't know if you have it over there, but mine's normal hand rolling tobacco, but it's amber leaf.
Ah, that's not fair. The roll bale isn't even rolling down this hill, right?
I thought there was a way through then. I was going to say that shouldn't be there. Never heard of that one. I don't want to go right there, do I? Straight on. Well, I mean, obviously they changed the colour of the packs now because of they figured that the colours would make kids smoke. You know, all the pretty colours on different brands of cigarettes, so now they're all pure black with warnings all over them. But back in the day, it was an orange packet with a green emblem.
Just smoked Samson, I think, blue pack,
Yeah, I remember them.
cheap stuff. Under the counter at the local grocery shop.
Mhm. Leg spike then. We're looking it up. I used to smoke Samson as well. Back in the day before Amber Leaf, it was Cutter's Choice.
Yeah, I don't know. My young fellow, whatever he makes rollies, but he buys it, and it comes in like a cigarette box.
Yeah.
I don't know what brand it is. He's all fancy, and then he gets things of filters then as well.
Mhm.
I'd be laughing at them then because I have an ash bucket out the front of the house from the fire, like,
Yeah.
and he uses that as an ashtray. I'd be like, do you smoke any of the rollies? Half of it is inside there. As opposed to when we used to be smoking, we'd burning our fingers trying to get the end of it.
Mhm.
She might be better go put coal on the fire there before it goes out. Back in a second.
Yep. So yeah. Start the tractor, unhook, start the tractor, and then move the tractor. Fun times. Put this in position to where it needs to be ready. Should be fine there.
Right, I'm back again.
Yep.
Look at my kids, one of them's after this the fellow who's usually quiet has turned into the other fellow, bouncing the ball around the house and running and jumping, and I said, you've been in for 2 days.
Yeah, but you know, yours have what, 7 or 8 weeks off during the summer, normally.
8.
Yeah, and by the third or fourth week, kids tend to get bored. So 16 to,
They only finished school on Friday, like.
that's what I mean. By 16 weeks, can you imagine that? Well, I don't even want to imagine that actually.
This is day 4.
Yeah.
At least we have a backyard, or well, a small backyard.
Mhm.
Small in. Mind you, if I'm staying in my house, I'll include my front garden.
Mhm. You have a shed, you know. Yeah. There's your new bedroom. You're all sharing.
Yeah, grand. If it's nice in the summer, I'll give them if I can set them up under the roof, that'd be grand.
Mhm.
Pull out the barbecue and piss all the neighbours off and have a lovely barbecue out there.
Yep. Good plan.
Can't go anywhere but my house. Just stand here. Don't come near me or I'll sneeze on you.
Right, and I will be right back. I'll make a coffee.
Alright.
I'm back.
You're back.
Right, yep,
You know you have that facing the wrong way.
I do, don't I?
We had one bale roll so far.
Okay.
Considering you've up and down the hill, that's not bad going.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you want the high side facing in the field.
Okay, ain't moving again then, huh? Typical.
Doesn't seem to have great grip.
No.
I don't know, is it designed? Well, it is designed for field work as far as I know. Like, you put it in the corner of the field. Like, it seems to have no issue when it's moving with the bales.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like, you need to drive it away at the end of the bales as well.
Yeah.
But then that could be a bit like drive control. I always found with drive control, you got stuck more with drive control on than without drive control.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you need four-wheel drive or diff locks just always seems to be, when you have them, you need them more, whereas you're playing default, you never get stuck.
Yeah.
And with that vehicle realism thing, if you're driving the pickup around, like, it's great fun. You just take your foot off the accelerator on some dirt roads, like, and it'll just do a full 360 if you wheel any bit turned.
Mm-hmm.
Or you hit the brakes and it just slides down. There's just no grip at all on the road tires on it, like.
Gonna go the other way, thank you. I think I better turn that on first, don't I? There we go. Go on, I'm not going anywhere.
And I'm just dropping anyway.
I did not start wrapping. Where is the unload?
You turned it on, you did.
Yeah.
Did you unfold it?
No, I
Well, I would
did not.
assume you have to
There we go.
turn it on, or you can turn it on without unfolding it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can go away, I don't want that. See what else gets you cut down on smoking.
Well,
Picking up bales.
yeah, so you're using both hands. Just do that with Gran Turismo, stick the fucking thing in the ashtray and
Yeah.
leave it go out. Well, except normal cigarettes don't.
Well, they do now.
What?
They do now.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Many
You still burn.
boxes.
They burn away, but I mean, they will go out as well.
Alright, no. Back in the good old days, they'd burn away nicely and leave a lovely ash there, lovely long ash.
Mm-hmm.
And you finish your whatever you're doing, you're like, shit, I had a fag there.
Yep. Oh, okay. So you don't have to drop it in there. If you get it just right, it just snatches it off the
Yeah,
forks.
it will take it off the forks. So, well, it's a fine window as to where you get it, but yeah, once you kind of drop it in there or get it around that notch thing, like it's,
Mm-hmm.
it'll take it. Where's the
Okay.
next field after this?
So if you just put it in there and then raise it, it'll take it. 19. Is it 19? No, 43.
Is that near here? Actually,
Yep,
yes,
yep.
that's a bit of a going round in a circle there, yeah.
So it's down through the gate that you came in. Take a right, follow that road all the way around.
Up towards the main farm.
Yeah. Oh, you're there. Kinda got that bale. So if I'm correct, you just have it straight and then, yeah. Okay.
Well,
You just have it, your forks as straight as possible and then just raise your arm. If it doesn't take it straight away, and it'll just take it. So no faffing
alright,
around trying
just
to,
take, trying to pull it out.
yeah. So that means it's even quicker to unload, to do the baling.
As I'm saying, it's definitely faster, like, I mean, you're still, okay, you're probably covering more ground, but you can drive fast.
Mm-hmm.
Because even with a baler, like, by the time you drive from one to the next,
Yeah.
you have to go slow, otherwise you're at the next bale before the previous one is wrapped. There's a lot of sitting there doing nothing, like.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and if if you've got quite a few people on, somebody could go along and pick them all up and drop them by you,
Yeah.
so then it's just quickly loading them up.
But even in a field, like, you could have 2 or 3 people
Yeah.
piling them in, no problem. I mean, with the 2 of us there, we weren't exactly falling over each other.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
No, grand, I'm spinning around there.
Okay.
What did you say? 40 is it, or 41?
43.
43. Well, this one here needs doing too.
Which one?
40. 40 has loads of grass.
Oh,
Rows in.
yeah, 14 and 43. And then 19, and then, where is it, 32?
Yeah, because 43 is the one that says it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Or they told me it was done.
Yeah.
You alright loading them there yourself?
Yep.
Carry on bailing, so.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think I'll get up and get a coffee.
Looks like you're having trouble connecting. What? Okay, so it looks like Discord is down. Yeah. Let's restart Discord. Quit that. Restart it. I got to get groceries, you gents. Have fun, catch you on Discord. Yeah, if Discord's working again. But anyway, while it's trying to connect, we'll just carry on. Lovely. Probably some kind of update. Or server overload due to the amount of people that can't go out. I don't know. Whatever, anyway. Just put in chat. Ain't gonna take it like that, is it? Oh, okay, it did in the end. Good. Discord still trying to load. So, yeah. Not good. What am I doing? Where the hell are you going? Okay, that works too. How many bales have we got left in this field? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Okay. Shouldn't take us that long. But you're going to take it, thank you. I think what I will do is I'll end the stream here, and then because I've been going 3 hours, so if you liked what you've seen, hit the thumbs up if you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon, and thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later. See ya. The hell.